Hey everybody,
I'm Caleb.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will.
And we are Working Title.
Get him in the car!
That's a reference to the show.
Guys, we're back. It's Death Note, episode 27, Abduction?
Abduction. Kidnapping.
Oh, that's how it's spelled. Guys, that's the episode, and last on, we did a big old recap, then we returned to the modern day, lights killing people everywhere. We're entering into a new world order named Kira. So, make sure you like, subscribe if you like this show and you want to see more of it. You can also check out the Patreon and get up to 3 weeks of earlier content, so get it while you can. We are in the final episodes. Hope you guys are having a great day. We love you. We're going to punch it.
What was that? Roger, what did you just say?
I'm afraid L is dead.
He's dead? But how? Was it Kira? Did Kira kill him? Come on, Roger, you got to tell me!
Memo!
If you can't win the game, if you can't solve the puzzle, then you're just a loser.
Dang. That's messed up.
So, which of us did L pick? Me or Nier?
Near? Like the game.
He hadn't chosen yet. And now that he's gone, I'm afraid he won't be able to.
Oh, to replace him, I would assume.
Yeah, I think so.
Milo, can't the two of you work together?
All right, sounds good.
He does not like that idea.
Why Karapika look like that, bro?
Together. You know I don't get along with Nier. We've always competed against each other. Always.
Nier gives off L vibes, you don't, so.
He gives off light vibes.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Maybe not.
You know what? It's fine. Nier should be the one to succeed L.
Bro.
He's not like me. He never gets emotional. He just uses his head like it's a game or a puzzle.
Start over again.
Wait, Melo!
This
don't
really
waste
is
your
the
breath.
school for the gifted.
I'm almost 15 years old.
Yeah.
That's almost
I'm living
15.
my own life.
I'm a grown-up, Dad.
He looks like a little demon, bro. What the heck?
A police officer who happened to be nearby during Higuchi's arrest overheard him talking about a notebook.
Man.
If you write a person's name in it with their face in line, that person will die.
So that's what you're saying this notebook of death actually is?
That's right. At this point, the Japanese police should have it in their possession. Mr. President, the Coronel is a fake. He was created by the Japanese police to avoid confusion and panic amongst the various international police agencies. The real L is dead.
Director Mason, this boy, who is he?
Is that supposed to be
Sir.
George Bush?
You think so?
Who sent you? The true successor to L.
Wasn't Obama president in 2012?
Yeah, but this one came out in 2007.
Okay.
So they went off the idea that George Bush would get another term.
I guess. Thought he had 2 terms.
He did.
Third term.
Third term.
So they made a new unit
Yeah.
with the U.S. people, CIA.
But still,
and
it's impossible for us to censor everything.
G-Unit?
And we haven't had any new leads in a while.
But posting names and faces online, I'm sorry, but if you
Lots
ask
of it
me,
looks
it's the
different.
people
Yeah, it
doing that
does.
who deserve to die. But I guess
Misa.
that's
What is wrong with both
Kira
of
gets a lot of his information from
Her eyes crooked.
Look like shit.
Mata, you silly, you've got it all backwards.
To them, the world's become a good place for people who don't commit any crimes, or rather, it's a good place for innocent people who lead good lives.
Look who's talking.
It's more than that. Soon everyone in the world will think that way.
Please give it a rest for one afternoon, dear. Like you two.
Sister.
Oh gosh, right, she's older now.
We were just having tea.
Oh, Light, Misa. Seems like it's been forever, you two. Missed you guys.
She got bad for
Oh, I
real.
missed you too. And you must be Mr. Matsuda, right?
Oh, he's gonna fall. Look at him.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's been a long
Slide
time.
on it.
Thank you for always taking such good care of my father.
Jeez, Sayu.
Jeez.
You're all grown up. And pretty.
Okay, well, that
Last time
wasn't
I
the
saw you,
sentence to
you were
use.
this big.
It's Padme and Anakin.
Yeah.
Wow, how big you've grown.
I mean, no way.
Well, you can forget it.
Base dad.
Yes, that's right. I'd never want that for my daughter.
Oh man, I didn't have a chance to propose or even tell her I like her. You're too cruel to me, Mom and Dad.
Mom? Anyway,
That's
I
funny.
think you'd be a good catch, Mr. Matsuda.
What?
See, it worked.
You really think so, Sayu?
Yep. In fact, I was thinking if you were a little younger, I might have considered going out with you sometime.
You old as hell, bro.
Man,
you old as hell.
Grown up, isn't she?
No kidding. She's already way more mature than Matsu.
Mr. Yagami.
But of course, life hasn't changed one
Get
bit.
off.
It's just as wonderful and handsome as when I first met you.
A heartwarming scene from the most unfortunate family in the world.
I missed you, Ryu.
Yes, what is it, Aizawa? Huh? Come with me.
We spring to action. I like the new looks of everybody, by the way. Super cops.
Did the kidnappers make any demands in terms of ransom? They did.
That looks cool too.
Yeah.
Wow.
They want to trade the director for the notebook.
Someone knows about the Death Note. And beyond that, they know that the Japanese police have it. And now they've come to claim it for
The
themselves.
U.S. government.
Has there been a call from the suspects?
No, there's a visitor here who wants to meet with Director Takimura.
What?
My name is Jeff.
So the FBI was behind it. Where did you take the director?
What the hell is going on?
By the sound of things, it seems that the director of the Japanese police force has been kidnapped by someone.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Pass on this message
I think it's
to
the
our
other
agents.
kid.
Suggest to the Japanese police that we would like to
Karate
assist them in
kid.
rescuing the director and apprehending the culprits. We'll take the notebook once we have the opportunity.
Roger that.
Ew. I don't like that.
Hey, it's better than the toes.
It is way better than the toes.
Oh, whoa.
What is this?
Cruella DeVille.
Cruella DeVille.
Cruella DeVille.
Oh, crap.
Armin. He got L's sweet tooth.
Sweet
right?
tooth, yeah.
Of all the investigators on the task force, Deputy Director Yagami would be the highest ranking, right?
Yeah.
My theory is that there are two notebooks out there. One of them is in Kira's possession, the other is with the NPA.
It's like a Dark Knight song.
It's not just the notebook I'm after. I want to eliminate my competition. I'm the best. I don't care what it takes. I'll be near by any means necessary.
So you're gonna murder your half fake brother or whatever, friend? Wait, was I right? And that their names are M and N? Yes. Oh my god. Oh, you were right! That's lame as fuck.
Eminem.
Alright, 3 players in the race.
Can they compete against light?
If you're a dev, accident for causes blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that's right. Boss!
Yeah, that's right.
Shut up. No, son. Eddie and I were talking for a minute.
Man, shut
He
up.
hung himself with his tag somehow.
Oh shit.
What's wrong with you? Just great. What are we supposed to do with a dead hostage?
No, this'll be just fine.
Huh?
If Kira is responsible for this, we know he can't touch us since he doesn't know our names or faces. That's why he went after Takimura instead. That means Kira is someone who knows about the kidnapping. That should make
I don't
it
like that his eyes keep rolling.
Wow,
that was.
That's actually really freaking smart.
Why does Light do the dumbest things?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna kidnap Soichiro Yagami's daughter, Sayu Yagami.
No! Matsuda for the rescue. Matsuda for the rescue.
I haven't been able to find any leads on either Director Takimura or the kidnappers. Things are getting pretty weird. I mean, they should have contacted.
What is Light even typing? He's just like writing lies.
I found out the real name.
I am not
of
the killer. I am not the killer.
McEnroe. According to his personnel file, he's actually called Larry Connors.
Well, that's good to know.
He's also a genuine agent. His
There's
background
no
and
way.
credentials check out.
They did
On top
the
of that,
English
the
thing
director of
because
the FBI
L's
has
sound like
offered to help
R's
us
with
rescue
Japanese
Director
accent, so
Takimura.
it said
I'm
Rowley
pretty sure
Connors when they said his name was Larry.
But the director should.
I was wondering why it sounded so weird.
Why haven't the kidnappers said anything?
Are they gonna give up on the deal just because
That's
they lost
unreal,
their
bro.
partnership? I didn't think our opponents would be such pushovers. It's possible the kidnappers might come after us.
Whoa!
I know.
I'll be a good girl and go to bed by myself, okay?
She's got the little shinies. Look at that.
Whoa, bro! What is going on?
Good night, everyone!
Guess I'll hang out around here.
It just occurred to me.
You don't want to see nothing.
Our families are at risk.
Ryuk is not interested of the man.
A call from the director's
maid.
cell phone. It must be the kidnappers.
Lost
Quick,
the
eyes
world.
up. Got it. Tracing.
All I care about is apples.
Love everybody being interested, but Light refuses to look
This is
back.
Yagami.
Look, about trading the director in exchange for the notebook, the deal's been cancelled. Takimura is dead.
You bastards! What did you do?
It's only cancelled though regarding the director. The new deal is this. The notebook for Sayu Yagami.
Oh.
Seeing as you're the deputy director of the Japanese police, I'll send you a photo of Takimura's corpse to prove I mean business. Take a good look. I'll contact you tomorrow.
Damn.
Wait!
Dude moves fast.
They got me. They used the director's death as an opportunity to get to Sayu.
Yeah. I mean, how dumb is Light?
He's so used to probably underestimating everybody at this point.
If he killed the director, then it's reasonable to assume he has ways of obtaining information from within the police force. That means we should be the ones who investigate this. We leave the police out of it.
Would he be willing to kill his own sister? That is my question.
Right.
We'll make the exchange here. Come to LA by yourself in 2 days, and of
LA?
course, bring the notebook with you.
I won't make the trade unless I'm sure my daughter's safe. I want to talk to her right now.
How about this? I'll send you another photo. That should satisfy you.
Sayu.
What was that drawing?
Hey, Chief,
Or that
you've
TV
narrowed the
screen?
call down to 5th Street in L.A.
I just checked out the show that was playing in the background. And it's
Brother.
being broadcast right now on the local LA
What?
station.
At least we know she's still alive. That's
But
reassuring.
what is that TV show?
It's supposed to be white boys
I'm
can't
taking the
show.
notebook to Los Angeles. It's my decision, both as deputy director of the Japanese police force and as Sayu Yagami's father. I'll take full responsibility for the consequences. That's my final word. We don't have time. So what you're telling me is that Kida killed Takimura, not the kidnappers?
I'm simply putting it forward as a possibility. If it does turn out to be true, then
Dr.
it means
Phil
Kira was
looking
getting
at
this
us.
information from the Japanese police.
Yes?
This is Pell. Will you help us with the investigation into NP Director Takimura's murder?
I see. Well,
Pass me the phone. I'm pleased to meet you at last, L number 2.
Ooh, a new rendition.
It's the new theme.
What do you mean by
The
that?
near theme.
Who is this?
There's really no point in trying to hide it. We are a new organization known as the SPK, or Special Provision for Kida. It was established to find and capture Kida without the help of L.
Furthermore, 7 of our top members already know of L's death.
They do? Why'd they hear that? Who the hell told them?
As for myself,
did.
I am at the center of the SPK. You can address me as in.
Who's this guy? Is he joking? But this strange feeling. What is it?
It was L's plan all along. Oh.
The Sons of L arc begin. The Lost Children arc.
Alrighty. Well, we have returned, but in a new filter.
Yes. You know what I love about the show is like how it goes so fast and so many things happen so quickly, and then it goes through a period where nothing happens. There's like nothing happening at all, and like literally the first moment of this arc, it's like to me just everything just. I mean, they've already figured out it's like 5 subjects. You know what I mean? And there's the names of all the subjects. So like there's not even like anonymity or amenity, whatever.
Anonymity. That's a hard, really hard word.
But they can't even be anonymous with who they are because it's already given up. Which doesn't really matter for them because they're not working against Kira in this moment. in the eyes of like the police themselves. Right. But for Light, I mean, he's already, the jig is up. I mean, it's not going to take long unless he can pin it on one of these others. You know what I mean? Within a reasonable amount. Like, there's just no way to work it out for that he gets out of this. It's so dumb. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say, I don't remember shit. I'm trying to remember this. Like, I remember the sister got captured. I remember the ensuing chase that will like occur. Like, this episode has so much stuff. I'm like, wow, that's kind of like I didn't remember the jump that we like saw, like the
5-year jump.
No, not the 5-year jump, but like the killing of the guy that made them like so isolated and slimming down the options. Because I'm feeling the same way. Once again, just so everybody knows who's now caught up with us, through 2 more episodes. It's like episode 29 that I've seen, so like 1 more after this one. And so after that, like my full projection of where the show's gonna go is clueless. So I'm in the same ballpark. Like, what do we do? Is he gonna pin it on somebody like Aizo or one of the lesser guys they just brought back from like the first half of the show? Like, how do you get out of that? Especially like, do they end up giving a? So what do they end up doing with the Death Note? Is that that's the goal? They're gonna try to take it.
Mr. Yagami hit it.
But so but they're not. No one else is seeking it right now. The one guy was, right.
The Mello
for ransom
is looking for it. For the ransom, and he wants it so he can kill Nier, and Nier is trying to get a hold of it as well.
So he doesn't get killed by Mello.
But it's like if
he was trying to get a hold of it to, prove the Kira case more.
Yeah. But it's like what happens when one of those guys gets it, like, because doesn't he know the name of all the police force that supposedly has it? Who is? Because they were trying to ransom the Death Note for the guy in the Death Note.
What?
I'm saying, like, weren't they trying to get the Death Note
in exchange
for the guy?
And that was for the Death Note.
But he's aware of their names, like Chief Yagami's daughter. So couldn't he just write and kill like everybody if he gets it?
Well, they have to know the faces.
Yeah, he hasn't seen any of them by face.
That's a good point. I forgot about that factor. You have to know the name and the person's face.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I mean, like, I forgot about that. But I mean, who knows how easily it's. I mean,
you probably just look up somebody.
Like Misa. Like, I mean, granted, I know this is like early internet days. It's not like the TikTok, Instagram era, but still, like, Misa Amane is a fucking world famous person.
Right.
I'm sure, even though Light is probably really careful, there's probably a picture of Light somewhere on that internet that they could find of him.
That makes sense too. Why he was talking about why would he leave a picture behind? Because I was like, what does that matter? And of course, if they figure out
your face
Mello's name,
because they have the face. Once they figure out your name, you're screwed at that point.
So I just want to ask you guys real quick. First impressions on Nier and Mello.
I like Nier. Mello is an idiot. Although he's an idiot, but he's fucking like. I mean, clearly they're both smart because they were both up to replacing L. But Mello is just, because he's emotional, a little dumb. Like, he's just obnoxious. Why do you want to kill your brother? Right. Just to be better? That's stupid. But it's exciting to know that there are more people. Maybe not exactly L's caliber, but pretty close enough that makes the show interesting again.
Right. And even Light's making mistakes. I think he's gotten so used to being around people that can't compare that he was under-assessing the situation at hand and thought he could just do his typical nature and not get the breadcrumbs to come back to him. And so I like that one panel shot of. Oh, this feels familiar. This feels familiar. What's happening right now?
The chains of their connections re-wrapping around Light is awesome. Caleb, how do you feel about the two?
I like Nier because he sucks at darts, and I also suck at darts. They're gonna be cool. I think they're gonna. See, I'm hoping that they fill the obvious void in Light's life for like competition.
Right.
And they're not just like two brash idiot kids, because one of them seems like to be a brash idiot, and he's gonna like stumble his way to a big L. No pun intended.
Yeah. That's funny, but
the other one seems like he's got most of his bearings when it comes to being like a super detective or whatever their like the purpose of that house is to raise like the greatest investigators.
Yeah.
The Xavier's school for the cops.
Yeah. But in fairness, though, I mean, Mello basically figured it out before Nier did. Like, Nier is going for, like, the long play, because he doesn't know that the cops could be, like, one of the suspects, but, you know, Mello managed to figure it out with the same amount of time and probably information as Nier had.
Yeah, it's also pretty neat to have 3 parties going at it now, because we're used to 2 parties that are competent, but now we got 3 individual groups that are showing forms of competence.
And it's a 1v1v1, it's not
right.
like a 2v1.
It's everybody for themselves right now. And it's realistically, it seems like only Nier is trying to do something decent. It's like 2 villains, 1 like good guy for now, supposedly. And yeah.
Now we just need 2 more death notes to make it a 1v1, v1, v1, v1.
Yeah. The one thing I'm curious about, does the Death Note that was Ren's have power if Ren is not alive anymore?
That's a good question. I would say yes, because I don't think it depends on the Shinigami. I think the Shinigamis just carry it. But it's a good... I don't know.
I would imagine it doesn't.
Is that the one they hid?
Yes.
Oh shit, never mind then. I thought that was the one, for some reason, Light still had, but that wouldn't make sense because Ryuk's there, so never mind.
Well, so the one that's hidden is Ren's?
I believe so.
Okay.
Because that was the...
That explains what's his name hanging out with Light. Ryuk.
Because he still has his, because he's obviously still writing in it.
Well, technically speaking, they did swap them. So I think it's Rem's notebook that has now been given power via Ryuk. Is that what we're doing?
So if one dies, does the power go back to the old? So then there's just 2 Ryuk Death Notes and he can get double the life back?
So that means a Shinigami can technically, it doesn't matter, but the Shinigami doesn't necessarily give it power. A Shinigami replaces it, though. So with that idea, a new Shinigami could potentially finally show up.
Yeah.
But how that transpires, I don't understand. Sorry. Bless you. We just need to see more Shinigami. We need to enter more into the world, get some other faces out here. There's some cool guys. So
I just want them all to drop in.
Drop
in like a
take more
end of world event. Just see a bunch of like flying creatures dropping books all over everywhere.
And that's the only downside is most of the Shinigami don't care enough.
That's true.
To take an interest.
Well,
so
what if our protagonist does something that provokes the Shinigami and brings them all down raining hell?
Right.
So I'm gonna say I think actually the one that they're trading is Ryuk's,
but it's no longer Ryuk's.
No, that's not what I'm saying, because the one that they had found was that was
because Rem showed up when they touched it.
Yeah,
Rem
and it had like a different writing.
Well, but regardless of who swapped. Regardless of who swapped whose, what I'm saying is the one that was in Ren's possession at the end, that's the one that Light took and is using, because Light hid that. And remember, he goes up to the body of Dust and sees the Death Note and he hides it. And then the one that was in the room, that's
so why doesn't make sense. So why does Ryuk hang out with him? How does he?
Can you see all Shinigami once you touch one?
No, you can see the one that is, because remember, Light had to get touched twice by paper.
Yeah.
Because he had... Because remember, what happened was Ren went to Misa in the bathroom, touched her with the paper. She could see... Misa could see Ren. They had the whole thing. Light remembered. And then he left a note and said, hey, go to the woods and take this Death Note. So when she grabbed it, she saw Ryuk. And then... And then, what's it called? She saw Ryuk. And then...
I'm fully on board.
She saw Ryuk and then brought the paper and touched Light at that point. Okay. And then that's how Light was able to see Ryuk. Well, wait, hold on. Dang it.
This is where my visual guide is really needed. I fully trust that Will knows what he's doing, but for me to even understand what he's saying, I need a YouTube quick diagram
of who owns what book.
Yeah. Well, now I'm confused though, because the one that Misa had that was hidden
Even the comment section couldn't help me try it at this point because I need a YouTube.
I'm just gonna rule it that the big death god they keep talking about takes ownership and just is like, oh, okay, you're writing stuff, bang, bang, gone.
Maybe
that's how I'm gonna.
Although it's been 5 years since he hasn't done it yet, so.
Also, definitely not an important next topic to talk about, but animation's a bit different too. All the characters are a bit older. I'm digging the vibe, just like you.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it.
The sister was sweet. She was older, seemed adorable. I liked Misa's new, not the pigtail, weird maid outfit vibe, goth girl vibe that she was giving. She gave normal girl vibes.
Yeah. My favorite updates were Chief Yagami and Aizawa.
Aizawa with the scruffy beard and kind of more the Chad jaw. I even
Bro hit the gym a little bit.
I even Light. Light's head didn't look as bulbous, if that makes sense.
Except for the one shot where his eyes were. His head looked really big.
That doesn't count. The rest of the time it wasn't bulbous.
Misa's eye was drooping really far.
Death Note still hasn't fixed its consistency in making them always look attractive or decently designed.
And Matsuda too. Matsuda had looked better with a consistent haircut instead of the messy hair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I liked him in my first time seeing him. I do like Mello's look for some reason.
Mello's cool.
I like the hair. Maybe I've gotten adjusted because of people like Armin, or some of
he does have the Armin.
Some of the weird ass Vinland haircuts because there's a guy that has that haircut too in the first season of Vinland. But I dig the jacket too. It's funny to think it's a 15-year-old chilling with a bunch of
it's been 5 years, so he's 20 now.
He's 20.
Okay. It's still funny because he's so short, so it's hard to adjust that. But man, shut up.
Shut up. Boss.
Shut
up.
That was good.
Also, can we talk very briefly on the low-key racism in this episode?
Yeah, okay.
Bro.
I was
What the hell?
First of all, Raleigh Collins or whatever, I couldn't believe that, bro. Dude.
I had to try, it took a second for me to understand what you were getting at. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, a real conundrum that occurs when language barriers exist. But
so here's the thing: I thought initially we were just when you had said that I was like, are we just dumb? Was his fake name Raleigh Connors and his real name is Larry Connors? But no, when they repeated it later, it was like, oh yeah, Norman. It was Norman Oswald is actually Larry Connors or something like that. And I was
Raleigh Connors.
I'm like
Raleigh Connors.
I'm like, dude.
Oh no.
It's
just weird translation error. I don't know.
It'd be funny if it was just the English guys didn't read the episode and they just heard the Japanese voice actor say Raleigh Connor and they're just I guess his name's
I guess they named him Ratty.
So it's
is that Raleigh? Sure, Raleigh, whatever.
But then the cartoon.
That cartoon was racist.
That was is it Pokemon? Pokemon that's got
Jinx's old look was very, very bad.
Yeah,
this isn't even that old of a show.
No,
I think that was just supposed to be America. This is from the Japanese view. This is what Americans look like.
It just came off.
Or maybe they're trying to meme how Americans try to do evil stuff. I don't know.
No,
it was just look like. You guys ever? Yeah. I don't know. Did you guys watch Dragon Ball at all?
No, but I know it's like that.
There's a character named Mr. Popo, and show visual reference. That's what the dude looked like, and I thought it was
because the one black dude looked normal. And
yeah, he did look normal.
Yeah, and he was. I was actually going to commend the show. I was like, I like this. It looks well designed.
This is what I thought immediately.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Popo.
Show them real quick.
Mr. Popo.
They probably know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's one of the,
I don't know.
He's one of the better, well-known designs, at least.
Better fucking racist as hell.
Legacy, pretty racist stereotype designs for the Japanese.
That was quite startling.
I mean, it was just I don't even know how to react to that. It's fucking ridiculous.
I react how I always do when I'm uncomfortable. I giggle.
Same way.
I go, oh shit.
Oh.
Anyway, I actually, despite all that, I thought the episode was actually pretty good. Better than I remember. Because I once again, it was 2017. I tuned the hell out of this arc. Hardcore. I was so uninterested. But I'm I don't know why. Maybe I don't know why. I did like this. I did like this episode.
Yeah, this episode was good. And now we gotta basically the goal now is to try and save the sister, and they're going to LA.
California love,
where the fallen angels are.
In the city. Do you think Light's gonna sing that next episode? Because he loves California.
Or they do like a bastardization of it, and he's like walking through the streets with like sunglasses on with his dad. Like it's like a GTA.
They're still wearing their dumb suits, but they're wearing like board shorts instead. They're walking down the street,
and they're holding their jackets over their shoulders like this with the glasses.
They're about to go play pickleball instead of investigating.
Also, props to Matsuda with the
Riz.
Yeah,
he tried.
He went in.
Yeah. If you're a little bit younger,
Mom and Dad.
Come on, Mom and Dad.
A little bit younger.
Okay. We'll see how that progresses. Maybe a change of heart will occur. But anything else?
That was good.
Y'all, make sure you leave a like. Let us know your thoughts on when the story did the change up into the arc that we are currently in. Let us know your thoughts on this episode, and we'll see you in the next reaction. Punch it.
Excuse me.
It needs a new battery.
The battery's low, man.